The following program is rated TV MAL. It contains strong language and is intended only for mature audiences.
You are now listening to the radio show ATL.
Yes. Hey, we got like the originals here, except for the jerk. But yeah, what's up, Khujeaux, Diva?
Where you at, jerk?
How's it going?
I'm assuming he gonna watch this episode and then hear me call his name and say where you at.
Yeah, and he gonna be like, "Oh, I was here."
So where you at?
You know, well, we're here, and I guess that's what matters.
Yes,
We're here.
it's been a long time.
It has been. It's been quite a while, man. Life just be lifing.
Man, what?
That's how it be, you know. But we got, you know, they done dropped in with stuff for us to discuss, like dropped it in. And there's so many places we could go to. You know what, Diva? You're the only lady that's on here. We could let you choose out of these 1 to 3 to start with. So we have, since this is a hip hop show in name, we got the top 100 albums according to Billboard. Then we have the attempt on Donald Trump. And
that's not hip hop.
It's not. Well, I don't know. He gonna try to position it that way. And then we got the Tyler Perry movie that dropped that I believe both of us watched. I think Easy might have watched it too, that we could review. You didn't watch the movie, did you? Did you watch the movie?
Who?
She didn't watch the movie.
Oh.
Khujeaux, you could go away for 6 months.
Wait.
And ain't nothing changed.
Wait, what movie is it?
What do you mean? You're the one that suggested that we review it.
Oh, was that on the last show?
No, it's called a text thread where they keep a record of you and another person having a conversation. And it says, ooh, the Tyler Perry movie, we should review it for the show. Me, hey, I'm watching it now. Okay, I'll watch it too.
Okay, so, okay, all right. So 16, we've been friends for how long?
Almost 20 years at this point.
Wow.
You said she's telling me I should know better? That's what she's telling me.
Yes, that's what I'm saying.
She's telling me I should know better.
Wait.
What review movie have I?
Yeah. I don't know how they think they thought they was gonna let that slide. That's a long ass time.
Almost 20 years.
Same with you, Khujeaux. We've been friends almost 20 years, man.
That's why I'm having this moment. This has been 20
I know,
years.
dang.
Oh, just
Jesus.
about. Since what? Okay, since it's 24. Yes, since 20.
What's that? 16 years?
2008. So yeah,
Ooh,
16
yeah.
years at this point.
Wow.
That's insane. Whew.
That's crazy.
Dang, we should take a moment of silence for that. That's pretty awesome. People don't stay friends for
pour
5
one
months
out.
anymore.
Oh.
I know. Look, that too. But
I watched that movie, Diva. I said watch that shit.
Hey, look, 16. I hate to mess up the parade here, but I didn't watch it either. But let me tell you something. If that clip of the opening scene that I saw on Twitter is real, I already know how you feel about this movie. Tyler Perry just fucking with us at this point. He just
It doesn't matter what I feel. I just was so glad that when we started recording this, I kept wishing for the thing that I wanted to happen to keep on. And that is right now, as we speak, as we're recording this, it is a 0% on Rotten Tomatoes. Okay, 0%.
Zero. I knew my spirit would never lead me wrong.
Yeah, and I'm not gonna say I watched it, but it was definitely on while I was in the room, and
it was white noise.
It deserves every bit of that 0. Zero is generous. I don't know how you can get worse than that, but that's generous.
Let me tell you,
he got money to do this, and he just fucking with us. He's just
this is the thing, and I'll do this real fast, and I will for people who want to see it. I'm gonna keep this review or whatever I'm doing spoiler free here because we got a spoiler.
Why would you not do that? It already came out. Spoil the hell out of it. Just go ahead and say it. It's a review.
No, I can say certain things, but I'll keep the review spoiler free for those who still want to see it. You can't just thunder through
nobody.
Diva.
That's nobody.
Hey, the
Nobody.
episodes where I thundered through stuff, they tend to do pretty well. I'm just saying, people like it. They like to
Number
be
one,
told.
nobody wants to see this, and number two, nobody cares if you spoiled it.
So, I mean,
Maybe
it
so.
would be, it's like charity, right? Like, it's charity. You're keeping people from wasting minutes of their life. You're giving back.
I'll
That's what
let them
you're doing.
figure it out. So for the people that are listening and or watching, this review is going to remain spoiler free. In case you want to head over to Amazon Prime and watch this abortion, you're more than welcome to it. So this movie, a little background on it. The reason why people, they like to take shots at Tyler Perry movies is no matter what happens, they always move the needle. People watch. What'd you say, Khujeaux?
Terrible. He's terrible. Fucking awful. All his movies. Bad.
And this concludes radio show. But no, seriously though. So Divorce in the Black drops on Amazon Prime.
Oh.
Diva didn't even know what it was on. She's like, we should watch it. She didn't even.
Wait.
Zero
Was this the
research.
one with Megan Good and Tia
Diva.
Mowry's ex-husband?
Yeah.
Diva. I gotta say this again.
What?
You suggested that we review this shit. So how is it that you don't remember what it was?
I was probably tired at the time, and maybe I came across it on Instagram, and at the moment I thought, hey, this could be good. He hasn't made a movie in a while, but then I think my brain got the better part of me. It was
It ain't
like,
been long enough.
yeah, hasn't been long
8:30.
enough.
It was 8:30. Anywho,
I have long
All right.
days.
Divorce in the Black. So it's got Corey Hardick, Megan Good's in the movie as well. And I just want to say this, just starting off with this review, is that if this movie ever had anything that was considered a peak of the movie, it happened within the first 20 minutes. Now, I'm not going to spoil what goes on there, but it's a scene, it's a funeral, and it goes in a direction that you're probably not
That's the
expecting.
clip I saw on Twitter, and I was like, "This is crazy."
It is amazing, and I don't mean amazing in the good amazing. I mean amazing, like wow, I can't believe they actually did this.
Wait,
shit.
16,
Look,
who died?
No,
Wait,
man,
16, who died?
Has
I don't care
zero
who
impact
died.
on the rest
It's
of the
about
film.
what happened in the church, okay? And you know what? 16 said he's not gonna spoil it, but I'm gonna do it. Like this lady, this lady
go.
got down in her undergarments and was talking about, I don't need you, this and this and that. And then she said, you know what? Y'all gonna give me shit. And I'm paraphrasing as you know. She's like, y'all gonna give me shit for burying him in this casket. So you know what? Pallbearers, take him out the casket. And they took the dead body out the casket and walked out the church with the dead body and put it in the back of the clip and left. And this was like a 1.5 minute, 2-minute clip. And I was like, you know what? I don't need to see the rest of this movie because Tyler Perry don't give a fuck.
Well, it's funny that you said that, Easy, and also spoiler alert before that.
Hey, you said you weren't gonna spoil. I spoiled it. So you still have your integrity.
After this happened, this particular part,
Mm-hmm.
nothing else happens for like an hour. Like, so this happens up here, and then you come back here, and it's just like nothing. Just nothing. I remember looking at my wife during this part, and I was like, wow, I just want something to happen. Can somebody pinch somebody, throw something at somebody? Can something happen?
So, what was it like? Just dialogue or just scenes with no talking?
This is what happened. So Corey Hardick comes from a dysfunctional family. It starts with a mother, and it's a trickle down to him and all his brothers.
Tyler Perry
right?
movie, shocker.
All right, and
Ooh.
Megan Good is married to. So his name is Dallas. All right, the guy's name is Dallas. That's who Corey Hardick's character is, Dallas, and he's married to Ava. So Ava's the one that's tasked with, she's trying to, make him into this better man. She's trying to change him and mold him into, what she feels like could be a good man. When all of a sudden
that was her first mistake.
But she's neglecting the other perfect guy that she should have got with. Anyway, what happens is they had this big blow up after that happens, and she moves back in with her parents, and literally nothing happens between them. It's just her living with her parents. It's a bunch of unnecessary crying. It's a bunch of hyperbole. Khujeaux, let me tell you another one that made a return here with Tyler Perry. Somebody said, "I'll meet their soul at the gates of hell." That made a return in there.
Wasn't it like Alex Cross or something?
Yes, he's like, I like that line. Let's remix it. Nobody watched that.
Oh, dang. Wait a minute. Y'all asked the. Oh, I forgot about the Alex Cross situation. Yeah, I didn't watch that either. Y'all did a review on that back in the day.
Anyway,
dang, that was vintage.
To sum it up, to cut this as short as the movie needed to be, there's bad man, good woman, bad family, church family, conflict ensues, good man steps in, good woman, the end.
This was Radio Show at the Movies.
So I wonder. Okay, so
the movie doesn't deserve as much as attention as it's getting, but this is what keeps happening with Tyler Perry. People hate his movies, but they watch them.
That's what I'm saying. The reason why people are still watching the movies is because they want to see how worse it can get.
Or God forsake better.
It doesn't matter what the reviews are. If the streams are high, he's gonna get other opportunities.
That's all that matters to him.
Yeah, but he has a loyal fan base. I would say his fan base is like over 50.
But also too, like he's got his own studio, right? So it's like again, it goes back to the I don't give a fuck. Like
he's unstoppable at this point.
Yeah. I got platforms that are putting my movie on here. Because like when he had all them Netflix movies that was coming out, like A Fall from Grace and all that stuff.
I mean, he owned like half of BET's catalog.
Yeah, he's a big time investor in it. So I just wanted to just wrap this up real fast with just giving the overall rating of this movie from me. So on a scale from 1 to 10, it's a 3 out of 10. Okay, so it's bad, but it's not so bad that it's good. Like it's bad and cliche.
I'm shocked they got that high for you.
You got a 3 out of 10.
I gave it a 3 out of 10 because
you gave it higher.
Was it the beginning or the end?
Corey Hardick did his over the top angry man thing was kind of entertaining. I'll give him that. Otherwise,
they said he wasn't acting.
I think you're just saying that. I think you're just saying that because he was light skinned and aggressive. You usually don't see that in movies.
So
people on Twitter were saying that that's what he did in his marriage.
Nothing felt like it. Nothing goes on and it's long. It's typical Tyler Perry formula, which Khujeaux just told you. Good woman, bad man, church family, bad family. Yeah. Same formula. It's exhausting. It's plotting and meandering. And legitimately nothing happens, and you don't care about any of the characters. You're not emotionally attached, and you just want it to end. Skip this movie. Skip this movie at all costs.
16. I'm really shocked that it got a 3.
He gave it a 3.
I really thought this was like 1.5, 2 territory.
He gave it 300 times more than Rotten Tomatoes gave it.
Yes.
Shocker.
3 out of 10. And I'll meet their soul. I'll meet anybody's soul at the gates of hell who says this is a good movie.
You are now listening to The Radio Show.
I'm okay with Derek Carr because, you know, he white, but he a real ass nigga. Here's why.
You're listening to The Radio Show ATL on YouTube and all other podcast providers.
Man, Khujeaux, it's been a long time, man. Glad you back home where you belong on the radio show, man. What you got for the snack plug this week, man? It's been a minute. I know you got something good. You got snack plug?
You are now listening to The Radio Show.
Like I said, somebody just go out there and check on James Earl Jones and let me know if I need to Uber him some juice or some soup or something. I'm glad to do it.
Why you sending that man some juice like he can't eat solid food? Like, let me send him some
like he in a nursing home or something.
You're listening to The Radio Show on YouTube and all other podcast providers.
Now that everybody feels old, let's talk about albums that none of us listen to because we old. Billboard did the top. Is it Billboard? I have no idea.
Yes. Wait, I think it was.
Wow, we are such a hip hop show where Diva's like, yeah, it is. I think it was, and she's scouring, looking at the internet. It's Billboard.
I was looking for my notes, sir.
Billboard did the
I
top
know what
100.
Billboard
I'm gonna pull it up because I didn't get a chance.
Billboard did the top 100 greatest rap albums of all time. Staff list. So this is not based on.
This is why it looks stupid to me. But carry on.
Yeah. There's been many amazing albums. It's damn near impossible to capture them all in one list. Give us that caveat because they know it's gonna be some bullshit.
They know it's gonna be some bullshit.
Yep.
Wait, so to round off Black Music Month, when did they post this? July 11th. This was July 11th. So I guess June was Black Music Month, and then they're doing it now. All right, cool.
16, you sent this to me, and I need to find it.
I did.
So what should we do? Should we just, if everybody pick a random number and give the album that's at that number?
Yeah, that sounds like a good one.
All right, so I'm gonna start at number 100 with Lil Baby, My Turn. It came out 2020.
Wow. I just randomly got to number 61 here. Is UGK Riding Dirty, which should be in your playlist because that album is outstanding. But why randomly?
I just saw number 1, and I'm so mad at this list.
Yes.
Wait, so you got to go up from 60. If M16 is 61, the next one got to be higher.
Oh, God.
I'm just trying to understand why the hell is E40 in number 99 for anything?
What's wrong with E40?
Why is he 99th though, bro? Like 99?
Too short. How do you like E40?
What's wrong with E40? Like, why are we
E40?
I got no beef with E40, but
I'm saying that E40 should never be near Lil Baby in any kind of album contest. Like that's insane.
That you made it seem like E40 was like shit when you said that.
No, I'm saying E40 is super talented. I'm not trying to be funny, but I'm just saying I would think he would be lower in the list.
99 here. That's a good album, man. And don't you ever in your life compare Too Short and E40 together? That's just ridiculous.
I mean, they literally are. This the same crew, bro. They both.
Let me tell you something. Based on this list, based on looking at all of this, the people who are in this staff room have to be born after like 96 or something.
No.
I'm looking at Lil Wayne.
Step further.
Lil Wayne Carter 2 is number 6.
Yes, that's what I'm saying. Like these people have not heard these motherfucking.
I challenge you to name 60 albums better than the Carter 2.
Look, I know
I'm not saying it's number 1.
I know,
and I'm not even that big of a
My
Wayne
Beautiful
fan.
Dark Twisted Fantasy. Is
top
20. You know,
first of all, I said, first of all, they put Kanye Graduation as number 23, right? And I'm like, dude, that was way better than Dark Twisted Fantasy. And then College Dropout was number 27. Bro, how the F is College Dropout not at least in top 20, not top 30? That doesn't make it. And then how did Drake outdo Lil Wayne? Are you fucking for real? Drake hit number 31 and number 53, and Lil Wayne is 60.
What was 31? Was Take Care 31?
I don't know. Let me go look.
I'm at 24.
Stank On You is number 55.
I'm at 24, and both of Biggie's albums are in the top 25.
Okay, so we got to go up. M16, you grab another one.
Well, I have a problem with Drake's Take Care being ahead of Jay-Z's Reasonable Doubt. And I ain't even no Jay-Z fan, and I know that ain't the case. Shit, what was the last number I picked? Like 60 something? What was it? I can't remember.
Yeah. UGK Dirty was 61.
Well, okay, so I went 36 here. Why is Young Jeezy's
Cardi B at 29?
Thug Motivation 101 36.
Yes.
So there's 30. Yes. There's 30 more or 15 more that's better than Jeezy at that point. I don't believe that's the case.
Cardi B is at 29.
Ain't no way.
Why is Outkast Southern Playlist at number 85? Tell me why Outkast is anywhere after top 40. It doesn't even matter. Anything they put out is amazing.
Shall we go ahead and light a fire to this? Not even just the top 20. Shall we light a fire?
Let's go to the top 25.
No, you don't. It's gonna piss you off. That's why I started.
Look, okay, I'm at number 25. Fugees, The Score, Ready to
It's
Die.
good. Good.
Now let me
Graduation.
ask y'all something. Let me ask y'all something real quick because I have gotten into this conversation in other groups before. Do you consider Lauryn Hill a rap album? Not
That's
with
how
the
you know this list
Fugees,
is.
but
That's how you know this list is white.
The
because
miseducation. Talking about the miseducation.
It has elements of hip hop in it.
I would
yeah,
consider
but
a
in a
rap album
real
because
rap
she.
album like Lauren, the one she did by herself, not the Fugees.
Well, she only
I
had
mean,
one by herself.
look,
Miseducation though. Miseducation is a rap album. You consider that a rap?
music
It has
genre
elements of hip hop.
classification is all like just it's ambiguous at this. I mean, it's you come out as a rapper, all your albums are rap albums. She introduced herself as a rapper, so everything you do is a rap album.
I love Future.
Unless you
go
say
ahead.
specifically or just go off and do something else like play the flute, then we know that's not a rap album.
I love Future, but Dirty Sprite 2 at 39
Yes.
just
No.
I love that album. There's no way it's 39.
No.
Good Kid, Mad
I don't
City is
hate that
ranked after this. Oh my god.
All right, so Dr. Dre, DMX 21, Super Duper Fly 20, Public Enemy number 19.
Now that's
gotta
Snoop Doggy Dogg Doggy Style. That was a really good
16.
album. So
I got a hot take about Missy
You
Elliott.
have a PhD in New Orleans hip hop.
What's your hot take on Missy?
I don't think she was a Hall of Famer, but we can discuss that at another time.
Hey, it's not a hot take in my book.
I don't get
She
that.
had an album in the top 25. See, what was the name of it? I saw it scrolling.
I mean, influence and like what she did for she stayed
I just
close
think
to
she
hip-hop
was
culture
so
and-
different though. I think it is hip hop, but I just think she was just in her own lane. There's no real comparable to her.
16 was 400 Degrees that good of an album?
For the time, I mean, it was good enough. I don't know how well it aged.
Top 50?
I
got
put
it
it
at
in
44.
I put it in like the top 75 range,
Right
maybe.
before the Beastie Boys at 45.
Wow.
Man, I saw that too. I was like,
Dark Twisted Fantasy don't deserve to be in the top 15. I'm sorry.
But that's how you know this
No,
list.
it doesn't.
That's how you know this list was written by white people.
But Kendrick Lamar's Damn don't need to be in the 15 either, man.
Again, that's how you know this list was written by white people.
Damn.
Because let me tell you something.
I wasn't a fan.
The reason we know this was not done by black people is because I specifically remember Kanye Dark Fantasy was kind of like when Kanye fans split because it was like his person, like it took a lot for people to really get the album because it was so different from what we all fell in love with him for. So it was kind of like at that point you either just continued to love Kanye or you was like, Kanye, what the hell are we doing? That's kind of when he started going off into another space, and a lot of people were like, okay, not saying it wasn't bad, but it took a couple of listens for people to find what they liked about the album versus Dropout and all that stuff. It was like immediate connection to liking it.
I don't even
That's
know if
my
they have
opinion.
Finding Forever on here, but if B is the only album that Common has on this list, they did him wrong.
Get Rich or Die Trying.
Where's Mos Def?
I wouldn't even call myself.
He was down lower. He was lower. There was one of his albums on here, but I think he was in the 75 range. Why is the Tribe Called Quest in the top 20, man? That's another one, another hot take. Like, come on, man. Like, what are we doing, man?
Not a
hot
take. Not a hot take in my book.
A Tribe Called Quest is on here twice. They got
How is Little
and in the top 25?
How is Cardi B before Little Kim though? Because Little Kim set the whole. What Cardi B without Little Kim?
One studio album is ahead of the Carter 2, Good Kid, Mad City, Take Care.
All right, I'm gonna ask the resident hip hop. I don't even want to say expert, the encyclopedia. Slick Rick. Should the Great Adventures of Slick Rick be in the top 10?
No.
Thanks. Okay, just asking. It's number 10, and
it should not be.
I've been alive for some years now, And I'm not gonna pretend to know everything about hip hop, but I've never heard that album brought up in conversation.
Slick Rick
in my life. I've heard Slick Rick as a get his props
but
as a
he never
storyteller, one of the best storytellers of all time. But that
have
album,
you noticed something? A lot of guys evolved their flow. Like if you listen to LL Cool J in 1985, and then the way he sounds in 1998, he evolved his sound. Slick Rick rapped that same 1985 style. He just
wrote it all the way. Yeah.
Why is J. Cole number 59 for anything? Real lyrics.
Low. I'm in the top 5 now.
So let's break down the top 5 as they are. And we can get off into
no, it's just bad.
What is number 5?
About it.
I did not. I just got to number 4, and I didn't. Okay, number 5 is Life After Death, Biggie.
Wait, hold on. I have to beef because first of all, whoever put Life After Death in front of All Eyes on Me, I'd like to fight them in the street because that is insane.
Yes.
What are we doing?
Yeah.
What are we doing?
We pew-pewing caps, okay? Because what the crap is this? This is insane.
I did not expect to see Aquemini in the top 5. It's number 4.
Well, Outkast, and what's funny is that if you talk to most people, Aquemini, this might be a hot take, but most people I ask them what their favorite Outkast, they say Stankonia almost every time.
Which is in like the top 60 or something like that.
I hear
but
Aquemini
again,
more often than I hear Stankonia.
I mean, but from who though? Because I feel like certain people gravitated towards certain albums differently.
Oh no, I just attached.
Why is Roddy Rich on this list at all?
Who?
Roddy Rich.
Roddy Rich.
I don't know.
Because wasn't Roddy Rich like a one-hit wonder?
Yeah, the box.
I don't know.
Right.
He had that other one, Trap Into the Bloody Bottoms underneath.
I thought you were talking about high fashion.
See, he got 3.
Okay, there we go. We got 3. Before 16 there you go.
That also doesn't mean his album deserves to be top anything of all time. So
yeah,
do you think that
80 before the documentary is crazy?
So how do you guys feel about Nas Illmatic being number 1? Do you agree or disagree?
I don't hate the top 5.
I don't love. I would have put like if this is where we're going with that. The Chronic is the album.
Damn.
Paving the way for the other ones to start coming.
Oh, okay, he's back.
Oh man,
Hey,
I thought that was a dramatic
16.
pause. You stopped.
No, I was saying that the Chronic ushered in what was going to become the, I guess, mainstream part of rap.
Yeah.
And I don't understand why it couldn't be number 1. I don't know what the obsession is with Nas and Illmatic. I feel like it's taking a life of its own now, just based on reputation.
Now,
when you listen to
it, Easy said that on previous episodes, people got upset. So I need that same energy on 16 because he's saying what I'm saying.
Who was the people that was upset with you? It wasn't me.
No, not people on the show. People that have watched and made YouTube comments.
Oh my God, the comments were disgusting.
That take is getting fresher by the day. Okay,
because they came for Easy pretty hardcore in them YouTube comments, and it wasn't cool, man.
Look, all I'm gonna say is the Chronic definitely should be over Illmatic.
I agree. The Chronic changed the landscape of rap music, and anybody who doesn't want to admit that, they're being delusional because it changed. It brought it to MTV. It brought it to the mainstream. It created, that was not one legend. You had 2 legends created about that. Snoop Dogg still added to this day. Why is the miseducation of Lauryn Hill at the top of everything like this? I already hear this because I already been having this fight with people already. Oh, it's so good. It's so this. But name me what it is. What is it? We were asking, is it rap? Is it R&B?
It's rap. It's rap.
See, I don't think it's rap though. I don't feel like it's rap.
She raps enough. She raps enough.
Huh? Do you have Miseducation?
There's like 2 songs, and neither one of them she's rapping. She is singing.
Anything from that. I don't want to hear anything from that album probably for the rest of my life. Like I don't hate it, but I'm good. Like we've been playing it consistently. Like it was on the mainstream stations when it was new in '98, and then as soon as it got a little old, it fell to like the 104.1s, and it's been played on there since, and it plays every day. At least one song. if I hear "Do Wop" that thing
your local
again,
Atlanta radio stations. There you go.
Like I don't know, but all I'm saying is it's a great. I recognize the impact, the influence. I recognize how hard it is to have an album do something like that where there's multiple hits on it. There's multiple like mainstream hits on it, and also it never left rotation since 1998. Like I get that. With that, I think it deserves a top 5 spot. If we're talking about genres and how we classify stuff, then that's where it gets a little tricky because again, if you come out as a rapper and you drop an album with rap elements on it, regardless of how much singing you do, then it's a rap album. You know what I mean? Like Take Care, you could argue that rap.
Yeah,
Drake and Weeknd did a lot of singing on that album.
They sure did. But to your point,
Speaker Box and Love Below
he
got
did
rap
just
brandies
enough,
and Love Below.
Did just enough monologues and 16s to keep it hip hop.
What about Love Below?
I think you had way more rapping on Love Below than you did on Miseducation.
Is that
but okay.
Like,
so
is it
I just
overrated?
think,
Does it get too much props? Miseducation.
Miseducation?
Yeah.
Personally, yes, but that's just my personal opinion.
I don't want about to fight.
I'm not gonna say I can't listen to the album from front to back. Like it's not my thing. It's right. It's not my vibe. But I do say there's a couple songs I like.
The Zion song and the one with D'Angelo.
Yeah,
those are cool. I could vibe to those at any point. But everything else, I'm.
But is that my go-to? Like when I want to listen to something from that time period? Not particular. It's no shade. It's just not my zhuzh. Right?
I don't know. These lists being subjective, but I mean, Illmatic.
No, go ahead. No, I was just you can do your thing.
No, I was just saying. I just somewhere in between with these lists, it's always going to be either Lauryn Hill or Nas somewhere around there, and I'm like, you got Nas in your playlist, Khujeaux?
There's one. There's in this top 5. There's one. There's only one person I got in my playlist out of this grouping.
Is that Dr. Dre?
No. It is Outkast, and that should not come as a surprise to you.
It should not.
I don't have Dr. Dre. I don't have Nas. I don't have Biggie. I don't have Lauryn Hill. And that's not shade to any of them. It's just that's not what I'm listening to. Honestly, I don't even listen to a whole lot of like rap for real these days, even old rap. But
another hot take, if I might.
Yeah.
Notorious B.I.G. Life After Death. It was good, but it's some songs on there that probably like some skips on there.
This thing, go ahead and call it mid, bro. I see.
It's not. No. It's not mid. I can't say that. It's not mid. It's just not. People was like, oh, it was good. Yeah. It definitely was good. They got some hits on there. I mean, Kick in the Door. So I can't say that it was mid. That would be just blasphemous. But I mean, to put that ahead of All Eyes on Me is just out of control, man. What are we doing, man? I just can't get past that.
Yeah, I mean,
I don't even.
And that's why they put them close. That's why they put them. That's why they put them 5 and 6 because of the whole, Biggie and Pac thing. You couldn't.
But you know what I want to know?
Too far from.
I want to know the writers, were they collaborative from one office? Because I was trying to look and see who they were, or were they a collection of writers from different coasts? I think that matters when it's like, how did you get this list and how did you come up with this person over that person? Because I feel like if you're an East Coast person, then you might lean more towards favoritism with certain things versus West Coast and XYZ. I don't know.
Look, same could be said about being from the South. If you ask me, none of these in my top 5. I mean, maybe Aquemini, but. It's definitely none of these. Your ears is gonna be tailored, but I think even to the point of who ran hip hop for so long, that bias is kind of already baked in. Like you ain't got to be from the East Coast in most instances because it's already kind of been
But don't you think there's like some default? Because I'm really trying to understand like how you don't even have Master P or anybody from that crew on the list at all. I didn't see, not really.
I thought Master P Ghetto D was on here somewhere. I think.
I don't know, but it wasn't.
I don't recall seeing Master P. No.
Control F.
I mean,
because
see,
is Cash Money, right?
Yeah, it's Cash Money, but they ran the block in that group for a very long time.
I don't
like there's certain labels, right? But I mean, I'm not from that area, but I mean, I have to give them their props. Like they ran that whole circuit for a very long time, and they produced a lot of rappers out of that particular group. And I'm like, okay, y'all don't even have them on there, so that's suspicious.
Yeah, that gumbo music was hot for a little bit.
For a couple of years. That gumbo music. Actually, did DJ Khaled on there anywhere?
Does he deserve to be on there anywhere though?
I mean, as many rap albums, and I mean, the dude is hot and popping more than anybody.
Yeah, I mean, to the point where Roddy Ricch is on here, definitely DJ Khaled.
Yeah, well, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah. To Diva's
well, I'm just saying his albums have done very, very well, and he's put so many people on his albums, like some of the top people on there. I don't even.
He's had a few albums go platinum. To Diva's point, like
right.
Master P is not on this list anywhere.
So that's what I'm saying. It's suspicious that certain people who actually move records in volume aren't even on the list, and they actually are relevant people who are talented, not even on the list and nowhere. And I'm like, y'all got some people on here who was a one-hit wonder with one single, and you guys gave them top album, and it just doesn't make sense.
I think the most egregious, and I like some of Cardi B's music, but her being in the top 30 is just egregious. Yeah. That is just
And you got Wayne didn't crack the top 50.
Yeah, Wayne doesn't have a single
album.
But
how is he only got the one with the Carter 2?
The Carter 3 was on there too.
Carter 3 is on there, and it's 7.
But why is that not top
67? Carter 2.
Why is it not top 20? You can't tell me that certain people are in the top 20 and he not one of them.
That's what I'm saying. Like Carter 2 or Carter 3, you could argue is top 20. Like we could fight about it or do whatever. I like the Carter 3 more than the Carter 2. I felt like the Carter 3 was no skip. You could listen to that whole album and it still flows well. It's aged perfectly. You can still listen to it, in my opinion.
Mm-hmm.
Cardi B at 29 is just egregious. Like I can't get over that. And that's her only album, I believe. I think everything else is mixtapes that she's come out with.
Exactly. Well,
Cardi B's Invasion of Privacy is 2 spots below College Dropout. Just let that sink in.
Yeah. Is Tupac Me Against the World on here? Because I'm about to have a conniption. I don't know.
I think I only saw one Tupac album 16. I ain't even.
How is Me Against the World not on here?
That's what I'm saying.
You on your laptop, so you could just search it real quick. Do your Control F.
I just did it. I just did a Control F on my iPhone. What the fuck, man? You can make an argument that's Tupac's best album he ever did. Not saying that all eyes on me was
Biggie's albums are like top 15, but I only seen one Tupac album on it.
It's got to be on here. It's got to be.
Suspicious.
I don't feel like it is.
Oh no, Machiavelli on here.
Yeah, but Machiavelli wasn't even the best of Pac. That just
I'm just saying that it's another Pac album.
Oh, so there's 2.
Fuck this list. This is ridiculous.
Was Jeezy on there?
I didn't see a Jeezy or a T.I. album either.
How is T.I. not? This what I'm saying.
They're both on there.
Nah,
you know what?
Hold on, Khujeaux, do they even listen to the show? That's the other part of being on the show. Did we not say Thug Motivation was like 35 and we're like, what the fuck?
Yeah.
Like, your only other job outside of talking is listening. I'm just saying.
I just feel like somebody has a deep.
Wait. You said there was a T.I. album on there?
Yes, and a Jeezy. Khujeaux and I had a whole conversation about how it was some bullshit that he was that low.
Yeah, Jeezy's like number 35, number 36.
What T.I. albums on there?
Shit, I just passed him looking for Pac, but he's on here.
I don't remember seeing him. Can we just verify that real quick?
Yeah,
Motivation.
He's on here.
Look, do not Control F T.I. because you will be searching for quite a while. Unless they put I say, hopefully they spelled it the way it's supposed to be spelled.
Right. That's
They tend to
funny.
mess that up.
Oh, trap music's on here at 65.
As it should be. That was his greatest album.
No King appearance, which is kind of disappointing. I feel like that's a top 100 album.
Only other album I'd argue is Urban Legend, and I wasn't a fan of Urban Legend. It grew on me. It was his commercial success.
King's a really good album.
Yeah, King is a great album, but
you were like you were about in high school at that point, weren't you? Almost 2006.
I was in 7th grade when that album came out.
Okay,
I remember that was one of the first albums I bought the actual CD. Went into FIE.
He was on an upper trajectory then.
Yeah, but that's a good album. That's top 100 worthy.
Mm-hmm.
Like they kind of messed up with this. And what in the Jeezy album y'all said that was on here was
it was like 35,
36, 35, somewhere in there.
This list is
8 Ball and MJG called 77. Coming out
hard.
Wait.
Appearance and
coming out hard wasn't even their best work. On Top of the World was their best album.
And see if Space Age Pimpin' is on here.
And it's probably not. You look up On Top of the World and it's probably not on here. What the fuck, man?
Yeah.
Nope. Thug Motivation. That was Jeezy's debut album.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Because I don't know why I thought he had an album before.
Jeezy got about a 4 or 5 year span where his albums were like the soundtrack. So whatever you were doing, you was listening to him.
I'm sorry.
He's underrated.
Trap or Die was out before Thug Motivation, and it felt like an album the way it rolled.
Okay, yeah. Because I knew there was one before Thug Motivation.
Yeah.
He's
dang!
Underrated.
Did it have Gucci Mane on there?
I didn't see no Gucci.
Now this is the thing.
Gucci
Diva. Name 3 Gucci Mane songs.
Ooh.
They're in my phone. I don't know them.
In my phone.
But I know when I need to be hyped up, me and Gucci get it popping, driving, working out,
Yeah. What song?
I'm on my fake.
Go ahead. You got Lemonade, you got Wasted, and then you got
Lemonade. Definitely.
Yeah, Lemonade. Yeah, that one.
No, because I remember it's is it like a black and a orange or a black and kind of like a neutral color background or something he has on there?
That was Wasted.
It's Lemonade. What color is Lemonade? What?
I was trying to get wrong. Maybe she's talking about the album cover.
No, I was talking about the album cover. That's why I can't remember the song. But I was trying to.
I thought you were talking about the video.
No. In 16, you stop laughing so damn hard with that ponytail on your head, okay?
I'm just asking. I asked the question. You mentioned is Gucci Mane on there? I'm like, surely she knows some songs by him. She knows none.
When Khujeaux asked me what color Lemonade was, you took so much pleasure in laughing, okay?
Well, because
that was my fault. I thought she was talking about the video, not the album.
No, I'm talking about the album cover.
You know that video was yellow to hell. Okay, everything was yellow in that shit.
I want to say it was black and white and yellow. Like everything that wasn't yellow was
Bodak Black. Bodak.
This feels home again. So, I guess with this list, no one's ever going to agree with it. I think they do that to get a talking point. Somebody legitimately asked on the show, I want to say it was Debo, who said he didn't even know Billboard was still in business from a magazine standpoint.
No, I didn't either.
You got to keep your name out there somewhere, I guess. But, here we are. It gave us a talking point,
but once you know it's rigged and people have to pay to move up the bracket, it doesn't even seem fun anymore.
Wait, where was Nicki? I just saw Lil' Kim.
Nicki Minaj is on there. Pink Friday's on there.
69. Wow.
Pink Friday's on there, and I forgot there's another.
First of all, let me tell you something. None of the people I've super named am I a mega fan of, but their work is their work, right? Pink Friday is probably the only Nicki Minaj album that I actually listened to front to back. And wait, no, was it Pink Friday or is it Pink Print? One of those. Anyways. She sang a lot on
that album is better than Invasion of Privacy.
I'm good at
1,000% better than Invasion of Privacy.
On repeat, that whole album was good because she actually did so many different things. She rapped, she sang, she had like it was a good variety. It wasn't like the same beat. It was just so different.
We
And
don't talk enough about her run. She had a damn
yeah,
good run.
she did.
Like
Yeah,
whether it was
hell of a
features,
run.
whether it was albums, like she was on the radio nonstop.
I want to say, Nikki, when did Invasion of Privacy come out? Somebody control F real
2018. 2018.
Nikki had it from 2009 to 2018.
That sounds about
She
right.
had. She also really didn't have any competition either.
She didn't.
It was female rappers coming out. It's just
no. Nobody who could was.
I think BET stopped giving out the best female hip hop artist award because they just kept handing it to Nicki Minaj.
Well, I'm saying Remy Ma was still rap. Well, no, she was in jail for.
No, she was in prison.
No, she was in prison for a long time.
Also, another hot take: Sheether might have been the worst diss song ever made, but whatever.
Anyway, what's the next topic? We've been get off my lawn in this thing for long enough. I'm pretty sure.
It deserves every bit of this energy.
I'm pretty sure all the kids born in 2000 has been served this on.
You are now listening to the radio show ATL.
Talked about for a long time Andre 3000 with this Flute album. Okay, so there comes news that with this Flute album that's full of instrumentals, Lupe Fiasco has announced that he wants to do a rap album over the Flute instrumentals. And I'm respectfully requesting that he don't.
You're listening to the radio show ATL on YouTube and all other podcast providers.
Okay, so let me ask y'all. let me start off with this with Diva. Okay, so you hear this news about Trump and there's this assassination attempt on him, and I think we can all say this level-headed no matter what's going on. There ain't no place for that type of stuff happening to anybody in the country, no matter whether you believe what they got going on or not believe. Nobody should be out there having their life taken or attempt on their life in that manner. That's whack as hell. But how did you feel when you heard that news, and also the fact that the person who did it was a young white registered Republican? Which I don't know if that matters or not, but how did you feel?
It does.
Oh, it matters.
It matters. I thought that it was quite diabolically fake, to be honest. Now, I do feel for the father who really did lose his life in all this. The young man. So I don't really know if there's multiple stories coming out about it. I do believe he was low-key coerced into doing it based on what I've heard. I've heard he was a part of the Black Web. I also think that he probably didn't think. So there's so many things that don't make sense. Why he had such a clear open range, why people were not responding to the fact that people who were there were notifying the police, notifying Secret Service, and no one took it seriously. I really don't know. So these are all suspicious questions that need to be investigated. Why, when the pew pew happened, nobody scattered and ran, everybody just standing around looking? Why was the Secret Service protocol not continuing to protect him? They were allowing him to stand up and wave and talk, and people could take pictures and do all this stuff. All of that is against normal protocol, and we do know that he doesn't do anything normal, but it was all such a mess. I thought that it was eye-opening because it did not involve any of the brown people that people typically have negative stereotypes about. It was someone from allegedly the own party trying to commit this heinous crime potentially. So yeah, I was one, confused, and two, thankful that it wasn't anyone who was a Democrat and anyone that was us, typically. I don't know. I just thought it was a really bad attempt at getting sympathy for people to vote for him. That's just how I felt about it.
Wow.
I don't know. Khujeaux, what did you think?
It's fake.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's a great. Khujeaux kept it real. Like that was real efficient. He's like, how'd you feel about it? Fake.
Fake.
Yes.
I actually happened to watch it live, and yeah, so obviously everybody's seen the clip now, so there's no need to like reenact it. But when it happened, it was like one of those things. It was like, oh shit, like somebody's shooting at him. Like, how the hell did that even happen? And then to Diva's point, like all the stuff that's come out, I don't know. I mean, I hate that. There was like two people got injured. I hate that. Donald Trump got hurt. I hate that that guy lost his life just trying to be at a rally, a place he was supporting his candidate, right? But like it's just ironic because there's a registered Republican. This is somebody who's been pro guns, pro gun ownership, and all that stuff, and it's just somebody who owned a gun was trying to take him out. Somebody that you would think on that would be on his side was trying to kill him. And I think that's just the crazy part about it. It's just like, how do you even let this happen? Some people getting fired. I can tell you that. Some people will lose their job over this because the Secret Service is punting it on the local police. They're saying that building wasn't under their jurisdiction, and that the local police was supposed to handle that part of it. So somebody gonna get fired about it. There's like a lot of bad press around it. I hate that it happened, but out of all the people it could have happened to, this is gonna be somebody who's going to egg the shit out of this.
Mm-hmm.
Donald Trump is gonna have that photo on T-shirts. He's gonna have that shit on campaign signs. He's gonna egg the shit out of this.
Have you seen the people who got the tattoo?
That's what I'm saying. And frankly, I don't blame them, because if I survived an assassination attempt, you best believe I'm about to egg the shit out of that too. But to happen to Donald Trump, man, he probably got a 5% boost in the polls just by surviving an assassination attempt.
What y'all think? Let me ask you, because you guys, The Simpsons have been like the show that predicts it all, and they predicted that he was going to be like, with the roses. So, do you think The Simpsons got it wrong, or do you think eventually The Simpsons will come to fruition? All their other predictions tend to come true. Are y'all aware of that episode from The Simpsons? Like years ago? So apparently, I don't know if we can look it up real quick, but apparently, the same way the Simpsons predicted Kobe's, sleeping with the roses, they also have an episode with Donald Trump sleeping with the roses. And all of this happened like years ago.
Right, Diva. We're all gonna die one day. So eventually, if they do that about anybody, they all gonna be right at one point.
But it's the accuracy.
No, but it's the accuracy of how you die. You see what I'm saying? It's like the episode with Kobe, it was a helicopter. The episode, I didn't see the one with him. I just saw like the you know how people take a screenshot or a photo of it and they're like, Simpsons were right again kind of thing. And he was, But then the interesting thing was he had an American flag on the coffin. And at the time the Simpsons,
the FBI don't want you talking no more, Diva. Said enough.
But he had not been president yet. So that I found very interesting. Like, maybe, I don't know. It's on YouTube. I mean, the FBI don't care about that.
All the truth comes from YouTube. I don't think it was, we all got different opinions on this. I'll just keep it short and sweet. I don't think it was phony. I feel like I understand why people would say that. But the first thing I thought about when it would happen was like, dang, I don't want nobody getting shot like that. Regardless, I got regard for human life. But then I was like, oh my God, here come the conspiracy theories. It's the far left. Biden made the call. It was staged. This was put together. Oh, this was I was just like, my head was about to explode. So
this is
that
the
was
thing.
If that bullet was supposed to go where it was supposed to go, Trump's head would have exploded. 100%.
Yeah, they staged it, so it wouldn't.
Exactly. Because did you see him? Okay, let me tell you something. You got to go back and there is a video on TikTok, right? And he's on the golf course. Okay. Now somebody's talking to him and they're recording it, and he's talking like cash money crap about Sleepy Joe and Kamala and all this other stuff, right? He's on the golf cart, driving like normal, having a good time. This is after the incident. You don't see a bandage or anything on his ear, right? But when after that particular video, right, he's seen at like a rally or some other event with this big ass bandage on his ear. Now,
are we sure that this wasn't a deep fake? Because Diva, you jumped through the hoops on deep fakes before. Like, are we sure this is a real video?
No, I'm gonna send it to you, and then if you want to insert it, you can. If you feel like it's a deep fake, you can write deep fake on top of it. But I'm gonna send it to you guys because it was really interesting. Maybe not. What is in a deep fake? Maybe him getting pew pew was a deep fake. I don't know. That's how I feel.
But
I think there should have been more gushy stuff personally if you got clipped in the ear. Because hell, y'all ever cut yourself with some paper one time and it's just like a lot of you know what? And then for him to just look like he got smeared a little bit. I mean, I thought it was going to be drenched and it was not.
Yeah,
but you got pew pewed in your ear.
In the U.S., we don't take nothing seriously no more. Like there were so many memes and skits that came out of that. Like
and the conspiracy theories, the what ifs. It was like, man, why did this have to happen?
But you know what? But honestly, 16. Can you blame us for feeling that way? Because there's so many times. Years after something happens, you literally understand that when the truth comes out, we were lied to. It was fake. It was a lot of stuff that we were given misinformation. So there's no wonder that we have learned to question everything because the depths that they.
The FBI is not what you're saying, Diva.
You might want to stop talking before they pay you a visit. That's your second warning.
So the FBI has entered the chat. This ain't the first time that it's done that on here. You know what? We're going to go ahead and wrap this shit up by close the business now. Right now.
Hey, that would be crazy if they pull up at Diva's house, but they couldn't stop a guy from shooting a former president.
America.
You are now listening to The Radio Show.
You're listening to the radio show ATL on YouTube and all other podcast providers.
Khujeaux, Diva. The segment hasn't changed. We still talk shit on here. So let's get into One Gotta Go. So we're going to do a little twist this week. Instead of One Gotta Go, you can only use 3 of these condiments for the rest of your life. So for those of you that are listening on audio only, the options are ketchup, mustard, mayo, hot sauce, ranch, sriracha, barbecue sauce, relish, maple syrup, soy sauce, burger sauce, syrup, sipping on some scissor. Where did I stop at? Burger sauce and salsa. So you can only keep 3 of these for the rest of your life. And I gotta say this. Yes.
What is burger sauce and what's in it?
Burger sauce is like Big Mac sauce.
Like Mac sauce.
It's like a
Oh, like
combination.
Thousand Olive dressing is what that is?
Yeah, that all falls in that.
Okay.
For me, and I guess I'm just a simple person, but for me, it's like the three I'm keeping is barbecue sauce, hot sauce, and mustard. And the rest I'm okay with not having anymore.
Yeah, I think this was fairly easy for me.
Okay.
I was going with mayo, hot sauce, and barbecue sauce. But well, actually, no, I'm sorry, I'm switched that up. Mayo, hot sauce, and ranch. Because if your barbecue's good, you don't need barbecue sauce. I never use barbecue sauce anyway, because if it needs it, I'm not gonna eat it.
That's fair, but you know, I like to dip my chicken nuggets in barbecue sauce.
I stopped using sauce on well, I stopped eating nuggets a lot, but when I do, it's Wendy's and it don't need it.
Like with ranch, I'm gonna put it like this. Like for some reason, a lot of people like this Hidden Valley Ranch. That ranch is so mid, and I'm just talking about that brand in particular. Like Taco Mac does a good ranch. Yeah. Wingstop does a good ranch, but it's like, you know, I know it's a spicy take and it is what it is, but I'd rather dip my wings in like blue cheese. So I'm okay with losing ranch. I ain't gonna hold you.
Yeah. I think just mayo is the last one to leave this list because there's so many other sauces and stuff that are mayo based. So
that is true.
I'm gonna go ahead and just leave that as the last one on this list. Everything else can go, but yeah, mayo, hot sauce, and ranch. That's it for me.
Diva looking like she's making the decision of her life. I'm gonna jump in with this one for mine. That ketchup, mustard, and I was trying to debate in between, but it's ketchup, mustard, and salsa is what I would keep. I was gonna do barbecue sauce, but man, when I'm out and I'm eating the chips, I gotta have some salsa with that. So yeah, mustard, ketchup, and salsa is the ones I keep.
Yeah, I'm okay with losing salsa because I feel like queso is just so much more superior.
And guac.
Mm-hmm.
Guac too.
Yeah. I mean, but you can't go wrong, you know, with any of these, you know.
I think
what happened to the picture?
I'm cool with losing ketchup because I don't use it on nothing but burgers.
I definitely was a little bit of a hard choice, but for the most part, I have to have barbecue sauce. Like I literally eat that on everything. So for me, it's gonna be mayo, barbecue sauce, and I gotta have some kind of hot sauce. I don't use it all the time, but it's quite nice in some sauces. So to give a little, but you know what? I don't have to have hot sauce because I could just use like actual seasoning to make it spicy.
Put your back up easy.
Hey, I'm on mute. Hold on. Didn't mean to do that. All right, there we go.
Oh, okay. Let me go in tight here. Definitely mayo. Definitely. And
Now it's not being shared.
That's not being shared. Hold on.
Oh.
It's one of the things that you tell a kid, just stop touching shit. Just leave it how it is.
You know, it's just being difficult like me, and that's fine.
Go ahead, Diva. Which ones were you talking about?
I could pretty much just pick like mayo, barbecue sauce, and I guess I would keep syrup. Not that brand, but I do like syrup as a condiment, but not that brand. That's mid.
That is.
I don't even know what's below mid because I only eat like maple syrup, like the real stuff. Just like
I don't know what they call it now. The Pearl Milling Company. That's the best one.
Pearl Milling.
No. You gotta level it up to where it only has like one ingredient, maple syrup, and then you'd be good.
Yeah, maple syrup is dead.
That'll change your life. Let me tell you something. You will never eat Pearl Milling again in your life.
Now
then Pearl Milling is so thick and heavy and syrupy.
Like, well, you know, and
like high-C Kool-Aid or what's that other stuff people used to drink?
Nobody told y'all to get rid of the black lady on the syrup box and the rice.
Really didn't.
We said stop shooting.
Didn't want to be killed in the street.
Stop shooting black people. We didn't say, you know what? Uncle Ben, we need to get rid of Uncle Ben. That'll fix it. Aunt Jemima, get her out of here.
Like you could have kept the black people on it and changed the name or something.
You know what somebody said? This is what happened. We've all been in corporate before. They go, what could we potentially get sued for in the beginning with black people? You know, just take all their faces off of all the stuff. Let's just prevent a situation the best we can. That's what had happened. We ain't asked for that. We just asked for reparations and that part. Oh, that should be a totally different conversation for us one day. Reparations.
Be a very short episode. I think we would all agree.
Very much so.
And then the other part we'd agree on is that we're never gonna get it.
Yeah. How I mean, Japanese have gotten it. I mean, every ethnic group except us. That's interesting.
If you can send money to Ukraine, bruh, you can just go ahead and send some checks over here too.
Diva, don't get me started on that tonight. Like
all our reparations money went towards bringing Jonathan Majors back to 2024.
Get him out of here, man.
And all we want to do is time warp his ass back because he is so lame and unproductive.
It's already done. They already spent the money to get him here. That's what I'm saying. All that money.
I do want to point out that Easy's One Gotta Go, his wonderful segment, actually has two sponsors this week. One of them is courtesy of the first lady of the radio show Atl Diva. 9hairco.com is sponsored. Make sure show her some love on the beard care products, nice and full. Make sure and check that out. 9hairco.com for men of color because we don't have no choices. Diva's trying to take care of us. The other one, sponsored by Podbean. All right. Some of y'all that are listening and watching this show right now are like, man, that looks like fun. I sure would like to do a podcast on my own for myself. Well, now you can because courtesy of the radio show ATL, we can get you 1 month free of the Podbean Unlimited plan for you to try it out for 30 days to see how you like recording. You could try it that way. All right. Just follow the link in the podcast description. You click on that. Boom. We'll take care of it. 30 days on us. All right. For you to try out your podcast via Podbean. All right. So make sure and check that out. Like I said, in the podcast description, everybody wins from that. We win because you click on our link. You win because you get a month free and you get to try out your new podcast. So there you have it. 9hairco.com and Podbean bringing you Easy's One Gotta Go. Now we got to go to the next segment.
You are now listening to The Radio Show.
I'm not, no, okay, he's got 40 in SIBO featuring E40. I feel like that's a very lazy song title. They just put both their names together and just 40 in SIBO featuring E40 by SIBO.
You're listening to The Radio Show on YouTube and all other podcast providers.
So we have come to the point of the show where we're doing the ATL Diva portion of the show, which is random, where you can talk about whatever you want to talk about, whenever you want to talk about it. Look at the look on her face. She just says like, yeah, I know. That's what I do. That's my thing. So random. It says exactly what it says in the name. It's whatever you want to come up with. It's your show for the time that you're talking about it. And, it's funny because Khujeaux has been saying the same broken record for the same 10 years we've been doing the show. I'm like, Khujeaux, man, I know you got something. He's like, yeah, I really don't have anything. Has anything changed in between that time, Khujeaux?
I just want to know what year Jonathan Majors came from specifically, because he kind of give off a vibe like he could have came from the 60s, he could have came from the 40s, maybe the 30s, maybe the 20s. Like he's got that universal Negro of like period Negro face.
Yeah, like, I want to nominate the Reconstruction era. That's the vibe he's giving me.
Right. Yeah.
1800s.
I can feel that.
That's
that.
My
but
vote.
Anyway, whatever era he comes from, I just hope he one day finds his footing in 2024. And it's gonna be quite the learning curve for him. Coming from the time that he came from, a lot of things have changed. But his dance moves have not. So
Hey Khujeaux, you think his pocket watch is broken? You think he's stuck?
I mean, I think they brought him here for a reason. I guess we're gonna find out what that reason is, because that's where all our reparations money went.
I'm just trying to tie in his existence and him always bringing up how he wanted his woman to be like Coretta Scott King. Like, what is your obsession with her? Like, why?
That was the woman of his time. You know what I mean? That was the it girl of his time. So that's what makes sense. Yeah. It's like if you brought back, you know, a white dude from that same era, you know, he'd be on TV saying, "I wish I could find my Marilyn Monroe."
Monroe, yeah.
You know what
I mean, you know, was that his Jet magazine girl? You know, from back in the day.
I don't know, but you know, I just hope
Jet
that
magazine has been along that one. Yeah,
it has. So anyway, no, I don't have a random though.
You just did it. Great job.
Yep, that's pretty random.
Yeah, I was about to say I can jump in next. And it's fine. I guess if you get offended, I'm sorry, but if you're skinny, I don't want to know any recipe that you have. I don't care for it. I need you to have some form of gut or belly to hear your recipe, because I know there's gonna be some flavor in that recipe, because you never trust a skinny cook. That's what I was always told. So if you got like a gut going on or like a beer belly, I want to hear your recipes and what you cooking, because I know it's going to be some good shit, you know, because that didn't happen overnight. You know what I'm saying? I'm tired of these skinny folks talking about, hey, check out my recipe for this. No, I'm good, because all you're doing is salt and something else, and I'm good on that. Like I'm here for a good time, not a long time. So yeah, there you go.
I'm trying not to be offended, but it's all right. You know.
I was gonna say, Easy basically telling me that I got a dad bod now since he wants to eat my cooking. So that's what that means.
No, like I said, like, you know, like it's like, oh, this dude's got a fried chicken recipe. Damn, he got like a gut going on there. So I know he's seasoning that shit right. Like, you know, yeah.
Or, you know, he just lazy as fuck and don't work out.
Yeah, that could be the case too.
Also, I'm lazy as fuck and I don't work out. I'm just out of whatever. Yeah.
You know what? Easy making a good point on that one. Making his point on that one. We're gonna save the rant queen for last here. I'm gonna just jump in here real quick. I may have said this on the episode before because we've done so many of these, but I feel like every once in a while, even if I said it, that this needs to be reiterated. People, this is family, friends, whomever. Stop adding a bunch of random people into a group chat together. If you have a huge event that's going on, I don't know what to tell you, but stop putting a bunch of people that don't know each other in a group chat together. Shit is old. It's not cool. Well, who is this? Or who says this? Then you get a bunch of responses from something. Stop. I don't know if I even care much about your life event to be in the group chat in the first place, but the least you could do is just text me on the side. Stop putting me in there with your aunt who don't know how to text and this person. I'm tired.
This is inclusive of the people that are now taking advantage of that at everyone on Facebook and highlighting the comments so I can see it.
Shit is getting annoying.
I don't care. I don't care about
highlight or at everyone.
Yeah, I don't have any recommendations for plumbers in the Metro Atlanta area. Google that shit. Don't at me.
Are the people who throwing you in these group chats over the age of 50?
No, man. Some of these, and it's not just. I'm not just saying me in general. It's happened to all of us. We've all been in that situation where
when it happens to me, it's usually older family members that be doing that.
Yeah.
I'm just cool with a lot of people who are just rude and inconsiderate. Like, I don't know your Aunt Edna, nor do I want to be texting in a group with her. Just stop that shit. Matter of fact, don't text me about it. I don't care to know. I'm good. I'll find out through other means. Just leave me alone.
Just add him on Facebook.
Oh, just do add everyone?
Man, I do not care about your small business or whatever the hell you're trying to start up. Please stop highlighting me.
I'll support it, but don't do that shit.
Don't I tell you what, I'll care when you start to care. So if you like and subscribe to the YouTube channel, and then maybe I'll care, but don't. Yeah, I'm good.
Oh,
I'm good on that.
Yep. Do that.
Yep. That's it. Atl Diva. The radio Atl Diva.
Diva, who's pissed you off?
Well, it's not so much piss me off as it just sounds rather ignorant. So this message is for men, okay? This is, this does not apply to the men on this panel because they are responsible in their personal life. But let me just say, I don't know where you other men, if the shoe don't fit, don't worry about it. This is for the men who have the weird boy math. that says, I don't want to get married because I don't want anyone taking everything I've worked hard for. If you marry the wrong person, my friend, you can get divorced in 90 days. Because you guys are saying, yeah, I don't know how it adds up. I don't want to share my house, but I will commit to a lifelong financial responsibility of bringing a human being into this world, multiple human beings into this world by multiple women, in which I am extending multiple financial resources into multiple households. The math ain't mathing. I'm sorry. So, paying child support to 2 or 3 different women or not versus marrying one person and keeping all your resources in one house, that is diabolically the end of the world. But creating tiny human beings at about $25,000 a pop for childcare and etc., that's the math that makes sense to you? I'm just saying. Not a flex. That math ain't mathing, my friend. And y'all should really stop going on the internet talking about how, well, we could just have the kids and but the getting married on paper, like I just can't do that. Oh Lord, okay, that doesn't make any sense. Not mathing. It's
That's
not
so
mathing.
ass
I'm sorry.
backwards.
It's very ass backwards, but they're very proud of it. And I'm just like, you ask any of these responsible men on this panel who are hands-on fathers, full-time husbands, if they really think managing multiples is financially easy to do. It's really not. It's really not. Nobody wants to go around. No.
I don't want the responsibility of multiple anything. I've never had a threesome because I don't want the responsibility of making sure both of y'all get what you need to get. That's too much for me. I'm sorry. One is enough. One's good.
Spoken like a person who has true responsibility, because I promise you, like, majority of men who are hands-on and responsible feel the same way. They're like, no, we're good. We're good. I don't want to deal with all that. That's too much.
Khujeaux's correct. The energy is where it is. Them people who be having secret families and stuff like that don't know how to do that shit. Because it's enough.
One is too much.
Let me tell you. Okay, so we can segue that. You know what? I'll scrap my other rant because this one's going to go into that.
Oh boy.
Okay, speaking of multiple families and all this stuff, right? The fact that you say, where do they find the energy is a good point, because I'm just sitting here thinking, perplexed and stuff. Okay. Men say, some of these men, not all, but some of these men, especially on these podcasts and on Beyonce's internet and whoever else, oh man, we work hard. We're entitled to have multiple women. Okay. If that's how nature designed it, for us to have a harem of women, we deserve to be able to do what we do. One, if you know women are emotional and you do things to piss off their emotions, like how does that even nature make sense? Two, how is it that y'all are supposed to be out here with all these women in multiples and y'all fuck it up rurally? Like, it's always a catastrophic mess, leaving babies everywhere, leaving diseases everywhere. Like, why are they not better at doing it if it's what they're supposed to be doing? Why do they just leave chaos everywhere they go? They don't cheat properly. They don't do it. They make a mess of it. That's all I'm saying. If you're supposed to do something and it's what God intended, it tends to be pretty seamless. I'm just saying, it's not this messy. Food for thought. Clean your shit up. That's
something on her chest.
Yeah, that's it. I mean,
on that one.
I'm just saying, it just seems like a lot of extra work. There's only 24 hours in a day, and responsible people are tired as hell. They just barely making it to work and dealing with their kids and doing this, and you have time to make random families and see them a few times a month. Like, it's interesting. But people do it.
Diva's right. I don't know how Nick Cannon does it.
He don't be doing it. What money got to do with it? He do not have the time. Them girls done said he do not. Now, this is another thing about Nick Cannon, right?
Oh, wait a minute. Hold on. We're going to have to stop that right there. We're not having a Nick Cannon portion. With this concludes random, because no, absolutely not. We will not. She said the magic words on that one. She said, "Hey, Nick, what?"
No, he a mess. But these dudes be saying that they have these lifestyles and they're entitled to it. But he wasn't honest with these chicks. They had no idea. They just end up in these type of relationships with him.
Oh no, Diva, I wasn't playing around. No, I was serious.
No, that's all I was gonna say. I'm done. I stopped talking.
Great. No Nick Cannon. I'm sure he's Nick Cannon Gigolo in anybody's playlist? No.
He owns part of his platform.
He does? Nick, my man. Thank you so much for what we got going on.
How's the kids? How's the families?
How's the family?
No. How them baby mamas feel about you always talking about how amazing Mariah is in them videos, and then I sit here and popped out these kids for you.
We just messing, man. We're just messing around. Don't pull the plug. All right.
No, we real for real. Don't pull the plug. You like your name in any headline. It don't matter. Good press is good. Bad press is good.
You see, Diva took her segment because I'm swearing right now it's ATL Diva's random segment. She doesn't disappoint, and neither did this segment. Right back after this.
You are now listening to the radio show ATL.
Talked about for a long time Andre 3000 with this flute album, okay? So there comes news that with this flute album that's full of instrumentals, Lupe Fiasco has announced that he wants to do a rap album over the flute instrumentals. And I'm respectfully requesting that he don't.
You're listening to the radio show ATL on YouTube and all other podcast providers.
And we got the crew back together, and it seemed like this show flew by, and we talked about so many things, and now it's just over. But we put the crew back together, the original 2015 radio show crew, GOAT Radio, some of that stuff or whatever. But man, it's good to holler at the fam, man. Khujeaux, man. You got a YouTube channel that's booming, man. Where can people find you and you dipped into the whole travel blog thing, man. It's real cool, man. Where can people find you to see more of you?
Yeah, man, at Khujeaux. Wait, I'm gonna get it.
There you go.
Is that it? Oh,
y'all said right there.
That's it.
Yeah. Ooh.
Yeah, you did it.
We good? We got it?
Yep.
All right. At Khujeaux on everything.
There it is. At Khujeaux on everything. He pointed right to his name there.
It's like hot sauce. At Khujeaux on everything.
There it is.
Barbecue.
Yeah.
But yeah, no. Yeah, man, dipping into whatever I feel like is catching rhythm. And right now that seems to be travel because so I'm talking about that. So if you're interested in travel, I do a lot better than I'm doing right now about talking about it. So just
for sure. Check out the content because the Delta One video was like top notch. It was like very informative, cool shit.
Oh, thank you. So if you've never been in Delta One or you don't have the means to be able to pay for it, check out the video. It's an experience. It's nice. An experience. Yeah.
So when with Khujeaux being an original cast member and everything, it's like when he's not doing his travel thing with his lovely family, he'll be right here on the radio show ATL some of the time.
That sounded so convincing.
It ain't.
Hey, well, the next time let's just make sure you're traveling. Jonathan Majors is traveling. You guys can give a hearty tip of the hat, to each other.
He's a time traveler. I travel in today's time to locations. This is different type of travel.
Khujeaux flies Delta One.
I'm joking.
than me and
flies
Jonathan
Delta decades.
Sort of, kind of.
Delta decades. Hey, Khujeaux. So how many flyer miles does Jonathan Majors have at this point?
Oh, he's got light years.
Infinity.
Not light years. So for the people that are listening and watching and all that stuff, if you want to be a guest on a radio show ATL, just send us an email to radioshowinbox@gmail.com, or you can send us a text 678-800-1677. We look forward to hearing from you. Getting a lot of great feedback from the music break that's included in every audio episode. So on all the audio podcasts, you're going to get at least 4 to 5 songs from artists from all over the world. So we're thankful to be partnering with them. At least 4 to 5.
Say it slower.
4 to 5.
Okay, all right. I heard 45 both times.
Not 45.
Nigga, we got 45 songs in an episode?
No. Oh my God. Episode will be 4 hours long.
That's more than that's more than the songs on the Invasion of Privacy. That's
clips, like 30 seconds.
4 to 5 songs across all genres. You know, we try to focus in on hip hop and R&B, but we partner with other genres to play their music as well. So make sure and check them out and show them some love. But yeah, this was great, man. It's good to get the crew back together. We got to get the fam back together more often. But this is great, man. It's good to highlight everybody.
Yes, sir. Good to be back.
All right, so please just remember and never forget, you're not just listening to a radio show or some radio show. You're listening to the radio show ATL. Thank y'all for listening, watching, or however y'all getting us, and we will catch y'all next time.
Yes, sir.
Bye.
But not time traveling, all right?
Where the jerk at?
Yeah, what happened to the jerk? Jerk
He
with the
traveled
L.
too fast. Too fast for us. Traveled too fast.
All right.
And you know how
before we so the 0, is that the critics 0 or is that the fan 0?
That's the critics 0.
Okay.
Now,
Okay.
I know what you're thinking. Sometimes the fan score is higher. The fan
Well,
score was 33% last I checked.
It just came up. It's like at 70 something now, but it was like really rotten before. That's what it said last time I checked.
Fans giving it 70 something?
It's got 71% on Rotten Tomatoes for the audience score with over 500 ratings. Somebody did a campaign to get people to go out there and rate this movie high because, first of all, what was it? What was this? This was Saturday or Sunday? I think it was Sunday.
Yeah, it was like 36%.
It was no more than 50%, and it had like a couple hundred, like 100, 200 max. It definitely wasn't nowhere near 500. So within the past 3 days, somebody went out there and gave it 400 extra reviews.
Of course. Listen, somebody was out there campaigning in the old folks' home with some bingo cards.
He got every Baptist preacher up in the pulpit. Go your Rotten Tomatoes.
So not a single critic gave this a score. That is.
Now I will say it's only 11 critic reviews, but 0 out of 11.
0 out of 11? You can't sway one person?
Be more flat than her real fake relationship with Jonathan Majors. That's a whole nother story. That dude is not a fan, but
I'm convinced he's a time traveler. I know
child, that chicken and jiving he be doing. I think that dude is from 1932.
Yeah, y'all
he didn't
think
come
he
straight from the 20s or 30s, and they just dropped him in 2024
with the same damn clothes on. That made no sense.
Same dance moves.
Yes, a boss. I can juke and jive, boss. Yeah, okay.
He a time traveler, and they playing in our face by letting him be, an actor. I think that's how they, what I'm saying, they justify it. Because we expect celebrities to be like weird or quirky or whatever, and like we can just talk about them because we comfortable talking about celebrities.
Well, they always talk about. I don't know if you ever seen this thing on TikTok, which is pretty cool, but it like goes back in time and like shows you how basically all the famous actors have been reincarnated and shows you like who they used to be, and these people are like real people and real celebrities, but they're from like the 1900s. They're like from like years ago, like at least 60 to 80 years ago. And they just show you these people, and then they show you the comparison of the person who they look the most like now. And it's very interesting. I mean, it's
you gotta convince me. Jonathan Majors convinced me. Time travelers exist.
Did you see that dance he was doing recently?
Did that for you?
This how you know Diva's back. This how you know Diva's back, Khujeaux. This was a movie review segment. Now we're talking about, I don't know, some article for some weird part of the internet that no one should go to.
Listen, whatever.
I'm telling you flat out, I'm cutting that shit.
How are you gonna cut it? Because
see, her computer don't even like the ID.
No.
Hey, you ought to keep all this in.
Look, let me tell you something. I am the best bullet dodger of all time, okay? Like, I was at the stand talking about Sleepy Joe Biden, and next thing you know, I'm getting shot at. And guess what? I avoided all the bullets because I'm the best bullet dodger of all time. Okay, Sleepy Joe Biden.
Oh my gosh. And we thank you so much, Frumpy, for telling us exactly what happened to you.
Yes, and I want to thank the black chick that was on stage tonight talking so highly of me. The one with the tattoo on her forehead, really nice young lady, beautiful, charming young lady. I wish her nothing but the best.
Oh, I'm so sorry to tell you, Trump. She's not black.
Yeah, whatever.